Hey, how's it going, everybody? Finally got a pickups video for you guys. Not too much to show, but I wanted to do this just to show you something really cool that my sister got me for Christmas. Something from the 80s that she's had all this time. Or possibly her Sifu passed away not too long ago. She inherited all of his martial arts stuff from their Kung Fu school, so it could be something that belonged to him. So anyways, I'm going to start out with the one video game pickup first here. Got this at GameStop. I finally earned my e-rewards credits, so I was able to basically get this for free. Got Deadpool. Now that I've played it, I know this has been out for a bit, but now that I've played it, man, definitely worth picking up. This is a fun friggin' game, and it's funny as hell. I love the humor in it. Hence, he is definitely batshit crazy. Now for what my sister got me, but first, I happen to have the other variation of this. She got me a vintage throwing star from the 80s, which just made me grow some liver spots on my testes. I fucking hate saying vintage in 80s. It just makes me feel so fucking young. Not. Anyways, this one is the silver surgical steel version. They handmade in Japan a Valor throwing star. And there's the Valor stamp on it to prove to you guys that this isn't one of the new made ones, as you can still get these. It's just they're not as nice. They're just plain old stainless steel. This is probably the one that they've been copying. They didn't just make this shape, they had all different types of custom hand ground throwing stars, and they were fucking nice. I just happened to luck out and get one of these at one of the trade shows I used to go to with my parents. So, they'd always have Asian World of Martial Arts would always have a booth, or not bench made but pre-bench made Pacific Cutlery always had a booth. So somebody always had stuff, but the throwing stars, they always got bought up because they were really popular thanks to all the 80s ninja movies. So I probably got this for like $5 or less. I miss them days, man. Say Pacific Cutlery butterfly knives for $20, $30 tops, because they didn't want to ship all that crap back to Japan or whatever. There's a lot of them were Asian. So they just sell it for dirt cheap just to get rid of it, so they don't have to pay the shipping fees. Because a lot of times they'd have a big fucking booth, especially Asian World of Martial Arts. Their booth was fucking huge. Everything you could think of. Pretty much their entire catalog would be there. And I'd get stuff dirt cheap. So this, I'm thinking, because he recently passed away, I'm thinking this came from my Kung Fu Sifu, Master Tony Horton. Is him and my sister, Master Laura Gloucester, they ran the school. And when he passed away, they've been friends since the 80s for a long friggin' time. She pretty much inherited all of his stuff that was at the school. She bought the school, and then they just said, anything that's in it, all his martial arts stuff, he had all of it there. It's yours. So this could be something that he had, because I don't remember them selling these. I'm 46, and in California, it's where the school was. God, I think they outlawed these in '84 or something. I can't remember. It might have been when I was in middle school. I think that was the last time that I was able to find them at little gift shops and stuff in California. Once they outlawed them, that was it. I think it was some dumbass kid did the South Park thing and either stuck in an animal or stuck one in another kid. That was it. Kind of like the same shit that goes on now. And what's cool, this has never been used, man. It's still in the package. It's just a little sleeve type thing that folds over it, keeps it nice. This one's really friggin' cool. And I'm figuring because it's carbon steel instead of surgical, it can lose its edge just from sitting around, but man, it's still pretty freaking sharp. In fact, I'd say really ringing sharp. 'Cause they would sharpen these to like razor blade sharp. It's crazy because they were made for professionals. Anyways, same pattern, just different metal. And once again, there's where it says Valor. It's really freaking cool. She always gets me cool stuff for Christmas, man. It's like she knows what I like. So, now on to the Star Wars things. Show this guy to you and then tell you the bullshit that I had to go through to get them. Hence, I've never ordered stuff online through Kmart because I really don't like them. They're really screwy, especially in my town. But got lucky. Anyways, this is one of Jakks 31-inch Stormtroopers for Force Awakens. First Order Trooper. I did notice online that they had the previous one still, but it wasn't in store. I guess they ship it from whatever, but not as nice as this. In fact, the gun looked like it was just solid black plastic, like they didn't paint it up like this. Even that his gun is basically fused into the hand. I don't like that, but it does look nice. But as a collector, I'd much rather have it be a separate piece. As it looked like they were originally planning on having it attached to his leg, and then they just figured screw it. Anyways, articulation, arms move up and down, twist at the wrists, and the head turns. Legs are stiff. Now, it's something that I plan on doing to this guy, but no time soon because it is fucking cold now. We're getting a pretty harsh start for winter here. Looks like this guy's fairly easy to take apart. I plan on disassembling him piece by piece and high glossing him. So instead of it being this chalk white, it'll look like metal that's been painted white. I saw them on another YouTuber site to where they got one of the, I believe, 18, 20-inch Jakks specific characters of the Trooper and did that just plain old high gloss, auto paint or whatever. I don't know if he did it out of a can or used an airbrush, but it looked really, really good. It just sharpened up everything on him. So I definitely plan on doing that, just no time soon, as it's just too cold to get out in the garage. And you want to be in warm weather when you're using paint, or it's not going to dry good. So anyways, it's crazy on going to get this guy. I am fucking batshit crazy. I'm going to say that right now. I'm disabled batshit crazy. Probably before I became full-blown disabled, I was batshit crazy, but not batshit crazy enough to go to the stores as in Walmart and Kmart first thing in the morning on Black Friday. Nah. That is a whole different type of fucking crazy. As in the zombie apocalypse is already here, and we just witnessed it a day or so ago. Anyways, I got it Kmart at about... I'm going to round it off at 3 o'clock, because either way, I mean, this manager there just outright lied about it. And they were going on the store ad for the price on this guy, saying, well, oh, it was a Thanksgiving thing, hence Thanksgiving wasn't on the same day as Black Friday, even that they started the sales on Thanksgiving night at 7 o'clock. But this was one of their morning things, like doorbuster deal at 7 o'clock for Thanksgiving, not Black Friday, according to their ad, to where it was going to be $19.98 or whatever on the price instead of $34.98, which is the normal price they sell these for. But when I got online, it didn't say anything about that. It just said, like, they lowered the price outright. Like, it either was a Black Friday deal or it wasn't, which sometimes they say it is, sometimes they don't. Their website is really shitty as far as I'm concerned. So when I got there, and this is something, no wonder they have such fucking chaos. And I'm in a small city here. I'm in Kingman, Arizona, man. We don't have all the bullshit that goes on Black Friday that the big cities have where people just go batshit crazy. We got our number of assholes here, but nothing like what you see in these videos online. So I wasn't worried about that. But it's like in the toy section, in a lot of the other areas, I wasn't seeing too many signs or stickers or anything given the Black Friday prices. And it's like they didn't give a shit. Which I found out that is true at my store once I found the lady in electronics to scan this guy to see what fucking price it is. Is it $20 or is it full price? And she outright said, yeah, they just didn't even bother to finish putting up all the tags. As in, either they just outright don't have enough employees to go through the entire store and do it, is they dump it on the regular employees instead of letting the inventory people do it or whatever. So it just never got done to where you either had to have a smartphone with you or looked it up on your computer at home or whatever, or have your ad with you to know what was on sale and what wasn't, which is just fucking stupid on how to run a store on a day like that when it's going to be possibly chaos. So me, being a true follower of Murphy's Law, caught up with this lady, said, can you scan this for me? And she was nice enough to scan it. Nobody was in electronics, which is crazy. And came up the price that I saw online, $19.98. So, cool. Okay. I walked off all happy and shit, like a freaking little kid at Toys R Us, which I wish we fucking had, but close enough. I figured, well, I'm getting my good deal on this guy, so I figured I might as well check around and see if there's any other good deals. Hence, they also have the 18-inch ones, which this was crazy. This is where their website's fucking tricky. Was, gotta think of food, remember? Tusken Raider with the fucking staff, Star Wars. Anyways, him and all the other ones, the Black Friday deal was supposed to be $9.98 instead of the $20 or whatever. And so that's what they knocked this guy down to, was the price of one of the smaller ones. Anyways, they didn't have those marked either. They were still 19 whatever. So got on my phone and looked that up, and the first time I saw this one that I wanted to get, it showed it for the 9 whatever, like they were showing in the ad and stuff. And then when I went back to look at it again, it was showing like $13.98. So they jump around on the prices on their website. I think it's because they got so many other partner stores, it gets it all crazy. So to keep myself from going on here, the final conclusion was, she's like, oh, it's $35 now that you've waited a whole 15 fucking minutes since the last time I scanned it. And the manager that I just talked to says that, no, I can't take it down. The $20 price, because that was the Thanksgiving doorbuster deal, which right off the bat, okay, fuck you. Not you, lady, but fuck the manager. Fuck the dude behind me that's being an asshole because I'm having a problem with my sale. And they're obviously in a mad rush since there's only 2 people in fucking line. And fuck the other person that I didn't see in the store that was just being an asshole somewhere. And I went home pissed off. But she was saying, if you get online, if you see it, go ahead and order it online and then just pick it up at the store and you'll get it for the price you want. Now this is where I want to punch this manager either in the dick really fucking hard, or if it's a chick, I don't mind kicking her in the vagina. or just giving her a really mad hard titty twister that's extremely painful because I ordered this guy the night of Black Friday, let's say at about 8:30 at night. It was still showing the $20 price since he outright lied to me. Either that or they just extended it online, which sometimes I know they do that, but when they don't tell you, then whatever. I could have just gotten lucky. So, ordered them online and got them for $20. And that is the story for my shitty day of Black Friday, but my good day for today. And I was crazy enough to go to Walmart after Kmart as I figured, okay, fuck it, I'm going to see if Walmart has them. They didn't even have these guys. They did have the big ones. Okay, I got to keep ripping on Kmart here. Sorry, guys, but when it comes to hate, the shit just keeps coming to me. Speaking of these dudes, the bigger ones, the badass ones that got the freaking sounds and stuff in them and the little sensor so when you walk by it screams banshee shit at you, whatever. Anyways, they had those at Kmart, I think a few months ago. And I was looking at them, and Walmart had already knocked their price to the $88, which they just kept it at that price. They didn't knock it anymore for Black Friday. Hence, Walmart fucking sucks too. But the last time I saw those guys, not on Black Friday, they were $78.98. Black Friday, they basically matched Walmart. So there you go, man. They fuck with you. Man, for the big guys, I still wouldn't spend that much because I'm a cheap fucking bastard. Hence, I went through all that shit to get this guy for $20. But that's not bad for the big ones. They are cool. If you want something that's gonna yell at people as they walk by, scare the shit out of your kids, your animals, or whatever. So there's another rant for Kmart. But when I went over to fucking Walmart, yeah, they had everything marked, but man, my store, I don't know if it was just my store didn't get in a lot of the stuff for Black Friday or what, but it didn't look like it was ransacked. It just looked like they didn't have much. It was really abysmal this year. So, wouldn't have even been worth trying to get up early and catch them for the good sales. Okay, now that this is turning into a longer video, and I'm getting sick of talking and ranting and raving, like I said, I'm going to show you guys something really fucking cool that also pisses me off because it was so fucking easy. And once again, I will do another video to show how I was able to modify this using just parts I had laying around or stuff you can get for cheap. Got to turn off the lights here, or at least this light. This is what I picked up at Target, Bullhead. My now modified Jakks Pacific Yoda. Hence, when you buy him, that does not do that. But it was fucking supposed to do that. Is they got far enough to put the little cover on there for batteries, hence like laser pointer size batteries, 3 of them. Because that's what I used. But they didn't have it drilled out for a LED or anything or an on-off switch. They just got as far as putting in the cover and then having the little area board out to put in the little metal tabs that hit the ends of the batteries and whatnot. That's what I got to do next. I basically just got a LED in the end of it here with wire going down it, connecting to the batteries, just bare wire, twisted up so it makes either on, getting whiplash belches, makes either on or off. So on that, I am going to point out what I'm talking about here on the cover. Let's see, right there is the cover, and right there is where they would have had the little screw to hold it shut. So what they did was just put a little tiny drop of glue under that. I was able to open that up real easy for anybody that's already bought one of these guys. So if you want to see what I did to it and wait, Watch my next vid. I will try and have it up soon, or you might be able to figure it out yourself, man. I'm just going to say I had a laser pointer that had also a little mini LED flashlight, just single LED. And you do want a tiny little LED. You don't want one of the 4mm ones, because it probably won't fit in there good. In fact, speaking of fitting in there, this blade does come off. Something to can point out to you here. As you can see, it's got a little peg in the end of it there that's rounded. They had it on both ends, and the hole that it goes into, it only goes in about that deep. So being that it's rounded, all it took was a flick of the finger and the blade would fall out. So what I did was get my Dremel with a cutoff wheel, or you can just use a hacksaw or whatever, and right at the bottom of where the peg is, as it is glued in place, I just cut that off so it's nice and flat. Now I got to really tug on this damn thing to make it separate. It fits really good now. As you can see, the little LED I used is nice and bright. Looks really good with all the lights out. I just can't get behind me to turn off that light, but take my word for it, it looks really good with the lights out. And on those laser pointers, this one I've had for a while, but I originally got it at 99¢ only. So if you got one of those stores or like a Dollar Tree, hunt around. It was just laser pointer with an extra little flashlight. So it was the laser, and then it had a little LED light right next to where the laser comes out. Otherwise, same size, same number of batteries, 3 laser cell. But you might be able to find just one of those little keychain type flashlights at the dollar store. And just make sure that the batteries are the same as what you'd have in one of those laser pointers. You might be able to do smaller, as long as it's one of those flashlights, so you use the LED from it and the batteries, since that's what I did. So, like I say, I'll do another video and just show you how I put it all together. I'd say it took me like 30 minutes. And that's not counting the time, as I did try out another LED and it didn't have enough power, and then I found the laser thing and it's like, fuck it, I'm going to destroy this and I'll get Kitty another one. So I had to destroy one of my cat's material possessions to make it, but hey, it's Star Wars, need I say more. And I did buy Kitty another one so she won't claw my nuts in the middle of the night and have me bleed to death. So good to go. Catch y'all later. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving, and hope you get mauled and attacked and abused if you were crazy enough to go to any of these damn stores on Black Friday. I'd rather just stay online here and watch the videos you guys post and laugh my fucking ass off at humanity, or the lack of. Later, everybody. Have a good one.